Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Math Made Easy with Terry in 10 minutes. So we're going to go to rule 5b. This is the exponential rule, but in this case, we're having a raised to power x, okay? So this is when integrating this form, when the power is a linear function. Is that making sense? So in this case, the power here is a linear function. So how do you do it, okay? So usually what happens is that there are 4 steps in solving this. And the first thing you have to do is you have to differentiate the power of the exponent, similar to what we did in 5a. So the first thing you do, you differentiate the power of the exponent. So after differentiating the power of the exponent, then you multiply the result from step 1 with the ln of the base of that exponent, okay? So number 2, you then multiply the result from step 1. So you then multiply the result from step 1 with the ln. So when we talk about ln, we're talking about natural logarithm, okay? Of the base of the exponent. After you're done with that, you then differentiate the original question with the result from step 2. Then you then divide the original question with the result from step 2. Okay? Then after you're done with that, the next thing you do, step 4, is that you then add C. Okay? So you add C, especially if you're solving an indefinite, okay? If it's an indefinite integration, this is when you now add what? You add C. Okay? So please go to my video on the difference between definite and indefinite, okay? So I've talked about that there already. So go there and just have a look. So if you're talking about indefinite, you then add C, but if it's a definite integration, you don't add C. Okay, you then subtract the value of substituting the upper limit with the value of substituting the lower limit. So now the first thing you do, you differentiate the power of the exponent. After that, you multiply the results from step 1, okay? You multiply the result from step 1 with the ln, natural logarithm of the base of the exponent. Then you now divide the original question with the result from step 2, and you then add what? C. All right, let's pick an example. Let's pick an example. Let's say we have something like this. Let's assume number 1, we're meant to integrate, okay? We have 4 3x in respect to dx, okay? We're told to integrate this. So what's the first thing to do? Step 1. So step 1, the first thing to do, we're told to differentiate the what? The exponent. So the power of the exponent. So let's differentiate the power of the exponent now. So the exponent here we have is 3x. And when you differentiate 3x, it's going to give you what? 3. It's important that you go back and have a look at the laws of differentiation in the series and try and look at it. Then the next step, step 2. What was next thing to do? we're told to multiply the result from step 1, in this case 3, with the ln of the base of the exponent. So we have to multiply the result. So the result we have is 3 multiplied by the ln of the base. So that means the base here is 4. So it's going to be the ln of what? 4. And this is going to give us 3 ln 4. Are you seeing it? Or better put, let me put this in brackets so that it will be easy for students to understand. Then when you're done, let's go to step 3. Now, step 3 now said we need to now divide the original question with the results from step 2. So we need to divide the original question with the result from step 2. So the original question we have here is 4 3x, okay? Divide by the result. So we have 3 ln 4. And step 4, what we are told to do is that we then add what? C. So I can combine this. So I'll just add C to this. So I can say step 3 and 4. Are you seeing it? And that is that for that. Okay, so when you have this, you differentiate the power, you multiply the power by the ln of the base, and you divide it by the what? The original question. You divide the original question by the answer you get. Let me pick one more example. So let's assume we have, we're told to integrate 5 raised to the power x in respect to x. So the same thing, step 1, the power here is x. So when you differentiate x, it's going to give you 1. Step 2, you have to then multiply the value here. You have to multiply it by the ln of the base of the exponent, which is going to be ln 5. And that'll be equal to 1 times ln 5 will give you what? Ln 5. Then step 3, we then have to divide the original question by the answer we get here. So it's going to be 5x divided by what? Ln 5. Then step 4, okay? Step 4, we need to add what? C. So I'm going to combine step 3 and step 4 together, and then you add what? C, and that will be the answer for that. All right? Okay, so that is that for that. So I'm going to put some questions as usual that I want you to try and solve this, and you can put your answer in the comment section. All right, or you can discuss with a friend about it and see if you get the same answer. So we have this one, 3 4x dx. Number 2, we have 7x dx. Number 3, we have 5 2x dx. And number 4, we have 10 raised to the power 2x dx. So you can try and solve this with a friend and see if you get the same answer. All right? So that is that on how to solve this question when you have this, okay? Integrating the exponential rule a raised to the power x. So like I said earlier, we have different types of exponentials, and we've gone through an example as well. So I told you that there are 3 forms of exponentials, okay? We've discussed previously the e raised to the power x form, or you can call it the exponential ax, or you can call it the exponential f of x. We did it in the previous video. Now in this video, we've talked about how to integrate, a raised to the power x. Now, the next video we're going to talk about is that how do we integrate ln x? So how do you integrate ln x? Or you can call it the log to base e x, okay? So that's the next video we're going to talk about. That's why it's important that you subscribe so that when I post the next video, you'll be the first person to know. So you have to click the notification bell so that when I post it, so you will get an alert for it. So I'm going to see you in the next video where we're going to talk about how do you integrate ln x or log x to base e. All right. So I'll see you soon in the next video. Have a nice day.